Hello, students. I hope all are doing good and safe by the grace of God. Let me start the class with an quote. The expert in anything was once a beginner. I repeat this quote. The expert in anything was once a beginner. Students, we have come to the last session of water chapter. Session 13, chapter name water. I hope you all completed your assignments which I gave in the last video. Let's recap what we have learned in our last video. Water pollution. Definition for polluted water. Water that contains substance harmful to living beings are called polluted water. Steps for controlling water pollution. Waterborne disease that we get by drinking contaminated water are called waterborne disease. Symptoms and prevention for waterborne disease. Let me ask you a question. Do we able to drink polluted water? No. We can't drink the polluted water. So water which is fit for drinking is said to be potable water. In today's class, we are going to discuss about how to purify the water. The topic is purification of water. I have already told you what is potable water. Water fit for drinking is called potable water. This potable water is not a pure water, but it contains some beneficial dissolved substance in it. To purify water, there are several processes involved. You can see the picture here. This is the picture representing the water treatment plant. So here you can observe 3 steps involved in water purification. First is sedimentation, filtration and chlorination. Students, the steps are sedimentation, filtration and chlorination. Let us see each steps in detail. Let us imagine that we are taking a muddy water and we are keeping it for few hours. What do we observe? When we undisturb this muddy water, we can observe that the mud gets settled at the bottom and at the top you will be getting the pure water. So this process is said to be sedimentation. In the first step to purify water, the water is allowed to stand in setting tank or sedimentation tank to allow muddy substance to settle at the bottom. A small amount of alum is mixed to make the substance settle more quickly. Then, after settling the mud at the bottom, the clear water is pumped into the filtration tank. So, this is the first step to purify water. Next step, students, imagine that your mother is making tea or coffee After she has made it, what does she do? Yes, she used to filter the coffee or tea with the help of an filtrate. Similarly, here also we are going to filter the water. This step is said to be filtration. So the water from setting tank is passed into the filtration tank. In filtration tank, we can observe two layers. First layer is charcoal and sand. These two layers are similar to the filtration paper. So here the water gets filtrated in these two layers. And then the clear water is passed to the next process. In filtration, there are two filtration used, that is two types of filtration. First one is traditional filter. You can look at this picture of traditional filter. This filter contains pots and each different filtering substances added. So they are charcoal, gravel and sand is placed one below the other. So this is the traditional filter. The next filter is ceramic filter. So this is the modern filter. Here the candles which are porous and hollow is fitted in the filter and the water is allowed to pass and the clear water is filtered in the lower chamber. So here two chambers are there. One is upper chamber, another is lower chamber. So the water is poured through the upper chamber, then it is passed through the lower chamber. That is, the clear water is filtered water is passed through the lower chamber. Students, remember there are two filtration methods. One is traditional filter, another is ceramic filter. So this is what the filtration process. The next step for purification of water is chlorination. So here the purified, that is filtered water from the filter tank is passed through the chlorination tank. Here the water is treated with liquid chlorine which helps to kill the germs present in the water. So this is the final step to purify water. So the first step is sedimentation, in which the water, muddy water, gets settled at the bottom. Then the second step is filtration. There two types of filter, traditional filter and ceramic filter. And the third step is chlorination, which is used to kill germs present in the water. So after completing these many processes to purify water, we have to boil the water before drinking. Though the water is free from germs, they may contain some germs present in it. And so, boiling is done to kill all the germs present in the filtered water. So, germs cannot survive at the boiling point of water. The boiled water should be covered and allowed to cool. Some solids may settle at the bottom when the water cools. This can be filtered through a clean cloth or with the help of ceramic filter. So before drinking water, you should boil the water. So these are the steps to purify water. I hope you all understood the 3 steps for purification of water. Now you just tell me, do you have any water purifiers in your home? Yes, I hope you all would have water purifiers in your homes. You can look at this few pictures of water purifiers. Mostly we use UV water purifier, that is ultraviolet water purifier, which is filtered through charcoal and exposed to ultraviolet rays to kill the germs that may present in water. So this is about water purifier. The next topic is water conservation. The need for water is increasing every day with rise in population. We grow more food, so we need more water for irrigation. Industries also must expand to scatter to our needs. This to add the demand for water. So water is very needed for our life. So we have to preserve and conserve this water. So here you can see the few important to conserve water. To guard against rising cost and potential conflict, to prepare for future drafts, to make water available for recreational purposes, to strengthen communities, to prevent the environment. So these are the importance to conserve water. So even each and every plant needs water to grow. One of the natural method to conserve water is rainwater harvesting. So rain is a natural resource. So we have to conserve this rainwater in our homes. Definition: it is the technology used for collecting and storing rainwater from rooftop, land surface, etc. I hope you all know what is meant by rainwater harvesting. So when the rain drop falls on the roof of our homes, it should be collected through pipes and then it is collected in the underground tanks. This process is said to be rainwater harvesting. The first step is tanks are placed in the undergrounds to collect the rainwater, and also filtration is placed along with the water to filter the rain water. Rooftop rainwater harvesting is also useful. Here, rainwater from the roof is collected through pipes and tanks on the ground. How much water do we get this way? There is a calculation. Let us suppose consider roof area of house is 100 meter square. The annual rainfall is 100 centimeter and that we are able to collect only 70% of the rainwater. Then the volume of water collected in the year is 100 meter square into 1 meter. 70 divided by 100 is equal to 70 meter square is equal to 70,000 liters. For a family of 4 requiring 400 liter of water a day, the harvested water will run for 175 days, about 6 months. So when we do the rainwater harvesting, this rainwater will be useful for us up to 6 months. Not only in homes we can conserve this rainwater, we can also conserve this rainwater by raising a dams on the 4 side. That is, in an area where there are hills on the 3 side and reservoir is made by raising a dam on the 4 side. The harvested rainwater is supplied to nearby cities. So by keeping the dam, it is supplied to the nearby cities and villages present there. So this is how we have to conserve the rainwater. One is rooftop rainwater harvesting and another building dams, which helps the cities and villages. I hope you all will do rainwater harvesting in your homes, because now the rainy season has come. So students, don't miss the rainwater. Water is very precious for us. So try to conserve water and use the water in a limited way. In today's class, we have learnt about purification of water, steps for purification, conservation of water, rainwater harvesting. The assignment for this video is list the steps for purifying water, draw and label rainwater harvesting, draw the 2 types of filtration, that is traditional and ceramic filter. Meet you all in the next video. Thank you, students.